I've been on our new app, Red Note, for a little while now, and just hopping on it today and hearing some stuff today about what was going on. I start to realize something at least when it comes to China and here in the U.S. that I think for the most part, when it comes to being a man and what they deem being a man is here, is completely the opposite there. The first thing that struck me this morning was learning that people, like women, can like walk alone out there, like by themselves, late at night, and will be perfectly fine, perfectly okay. And then I kind of like read that that's because they have like when it comes to crime, they don't play that. They got strict laws or something like that when it comes to harming others or something, I guess. And I'm looking at that and realizing like how many people I know, man-wise, that has guns and need to have guns just for protection of their families and stuff. Even my woman kind of always throw that at me, like I need to have a gun. I don't believe in that stuff, bro. I need to have a gun in order to protect my family. And I'm just like, I've always been in the mindset of it shouldn't be like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we living in a place where somebody is okay with coming to harm you and your family for whatever reason it may be. You know what I'm saying? So in this world, we have to be, our guards have to be up 24/7, and we can't be nice to one another because we're always expecting the other shoe to drop in some kind of way, because we're programmed to think. If you think about it, bro, like America's almost a damn war zone based on what I'm seeing in China. Now, I don't know if China is like this all over or if it's just like whoever was saying that or anything like that. But from what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing is that everything that we deal with over here, they deal with completely the opposite. So we're not really the free country they are. We're not really what we thought we were. Like we're the third world. Somebody said we are the third world country with a Gucci belt, and I was just like, damn, that's right. Because you know what I'm saying. No matter what we going through, as long as we got some money in our pocket or we got some design on, we still think we better than everybody. But I'm starting to look at that in a different way, realizing that, man, when it comes to being a man, everything we've been taught over here to focus on and all that type of stuff, people are being taught the opposite. So when I'm sitting here making all this content about being a man and what you should do, how you should focus on this and this, then you realize somebody from the other side of the world has a whole different entire definition of what it means to be a man, what it means to be a provider or whatever. I don't even know if they believe in that stuff. I have no idea. But what it goes to show me is that it brings up the deeper topic of conversation. It's like none of us actually know what it means to be a man. You know what I'm saying? I'm basing it off of everything that I know to be true here in the States. And they're basing it off of what they know to be true over there. And I'm pretty sure somebody in Africa is different, somebody in Canada is different, somebody in Australia may be different, somebody in Mongolia may be different, somebody in Greenland might be different. Like, wherever you are, there's different standards of what being a man constitutes. And maybe we have some universal things that appeal to each, but I'm pretty sure like the overall gist of what it means to be a man or be manly is completely lost on all of us. So I don't know, I just thought that was interesting because you tend to become the person because of the environment that you're raised in. But if we're in America and we're raised in this country that's violent, we have like the highest incarceration rate and all this type of stuff. And then you go somewhere else where it kind of blows your mind that certain things you cannot do here because of your safety. You're worried about the safety of you, your family, your wife, your children. You can go over there and do all that stuff, and you ain't got to worry about nothing. So then when you over there versus over here, what kind of man do you become over there? Let's say you end up moving over there and live for the next 20 years. Then you come back here. Does that mindset even kick back in for you? Are you still that defensive person? Are you still this person that just has to be on your toes 24/7? I hate living like this. A lot of people, I have a lot of friends, a lot of grown men I know that hate living like this, that hate having to be all this bravado and like have to do all this. It's a lot of dudes I know that just want to be the man that just love video games and love to have fun and laugh and entertain and be at peace. They don't want to be with all the guns and all the stuff like. And you shouldn't have to do that. You shouldn't even want to be that person if you don't have to be. You know what I'm saying? It's cool if you want to be, if like you like guns and all that type of stuff, cool. But now you're being forced by home invaders or whatever. And that's mainly because, to be honest, bro, nobody give a fuck about us over here, bro. We just over here and we just riding away, bro. And we being lied to about what's going on outside of the world. Like, bro, we are being led astray, bro. We are being led astray. So how can we actually really learn what it is to be a man, or what it is to be provider, protector, a healer, a guider, and all this type of stuff if we're not even getting the full picture and the full scope of every single thing? You know what I'm saying? We kind of just like doing what we can with limited information. You know what I'm saying? I believe as a man, you make up what being a man constitutes in your own life. So nobody can tell you what being a man should look like to you. That should be your own right to decide for yourself. And to be honest, I really don't care if you're in the US, you're in China, you're in wherever. We should all be able to be at peace with our lives when it comes to being men. Like, us being men, the hell is that? Us being men shouldn't be constituted on if we can kill somebody at will if they come into our house. It shouldn't be constituted on how many guns you have. It shouldn't be constituted on how violent are you. Can you fight? Can you do this? Can you do that? Like, shit's stupid, bruh. This shit is fucking stupid. Being a man, being a man is all about being able to punch a motherfucker in the eye if they come and try to do something to your family, to your wife, to your kids, because you're their protector, you're their provider. Cool. But being a man is so much more than that. Being a woman is so much more than that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. It's just my thoughts. I'm kind of like shaking when I hop on this app and just realizing, bro, like, you can take a plane ride, few hours, a day's travel, and be in a whole different world, whole different set of rules and how you navigate it and all that type of stuff. And I think that's just crazy when you think about it. I think that's just super crazy when you think about it, because you're sitting here and you're really basing all your life on all your thinking, all your judgments and everything. You basing it on a system in which not giving you the full picture of who you even are. I don't know if any of this makes sense, but it makes sense to me. If it makes sense to y'all, bro, just let me know in the comments. It makes sense, bro. You feel the same way. I almost feel like a fraud to even coming on here and talking about this stuff. when it comes to being a man and all this type of stuff, because it's like, bro, I'm doing it from a place where it's based on my experiences. But seeing all this stuff on Red Note, I'm realizing I haven't experienced enough. So I'm telling from a limited range of knowledge. I'm telling from a limited scope. And I think we all are. You know what I'm saying? I think it's not just me. I'm here to try to help somebody that's coming up and just help navigate them through certain things, thinking wise, mental stuff, personal stuff, just motivating people to just do what they got to do to survive and get out here and become who they feel like they need to be. Just like letting it be known that this is a safe space and you're free to be who you want to be. You don't have to be what they tell you that you need to be as a man. You can be whoever you want to be and whatever that is. And it's still true. It still rings true. But now that I'm seeing another side of it, I'm starting to realize how even more deeper truth that is. I don't know, man. I'm just lost in thought, bro. Red Note got me kind of tripping right now. Man, I don't know, bro. I just wanted to drop that on y'all real quick, bro. I just thought that was something that could be discussed or be talked about. I just think that's crazy, man. I'm looking outside right now, and where I live, man, I don't live in a bad area. I live in like the suburbs. I live in a really nice area of Georgia. And I'm just looking outside, and at any point in time, somebody can end up hitting each other, or somebody can end up being rude to each other and just taking it to the next extreme level for no reason. It's like, I don't know if this was China or where I heard it. I heard it on TikTok one of these days, and it was this story about this foreigner going to maybe China. I don't know where, but she went somewhere, and it was late at night, and she ended up crossing the street, basically jaywalking and not going to the light and waiting for the light to say walk across, right? And the man stopped her, and he was basically saying something, I don't remember verbatim, but it was like along the lines of, the society is ruined. Basically, like, the downfall of society is doing stuff like that. It's like basically taking shortcuts instead of following the rules or something like that. I don't remember. I'm not trying to butcher it, but it was something like that. So basically, it was just like, he was basically saying, hey, you doing this one act while nobody's looking, or you think nobody's looking, can end up having an impact that ruins this whole society. So because we're people that live of this society, we follow the rules down to the T. No matter how much it may inconvenience you or anything like that, you still stick to it. Like, the discipline of this, like, this society only works because of we have these rules in place. And if we decide to start to skip them, then certain things will start to change for us, and it won't be the society that we've built. Like, you have to, in order to believe in this, in order to have this society, we all have to believe in it and stick to it and be strict about it and be disciplined about it. Something like that. And it just, to me, that was so profound, because it goes to show, like, I'm outside the other day, and certain people, like, you got people that will see a red stoplight, but because they're in a rush, they ain't going nowhere. Because they're in a rush, they will go past that stoplight and end up causing accidents or about to cause accidents, just focused on them and their feelings and all that type of stuff. They're not worrying about the people around them or who they're putting in danger for their actions or anything like that. And it makes you think when you hear, bro, because pretty much we live in a place in the U.S. where everybody is so selfish, self-centered, to care about themselves. And it's almost like a crime to think of others, or be compassionate and actually put others before yourself. You know what I'm saying? People deem it as you being too nice, so it's a crime. Like, can't be like that. You too nice. You too nice. Like, we have to be these hard up people that's just always on 10 and on go about BS, bro. I think that's so stupid, bro. Especially when I meet women like that, bro. I hate that energy. I really hate that energy because it's like you just doing a whole bunch of nothing. You wasting time just trying to be mad about nothing. I don't like watching television all the time, reality shows all the time. I used to be a DP on some sets for reality shows, and I hated that stuff because it's like, man, you are manufacturing all this BS, and then you putting it out here for us to think that it's real, and now we so brainwashed to the point that I might see my mom, my auntie, I might see, all these type of women, girlfriends, ex-girlfriends, even my nieces or something, if they get a whiff of it, you know what I'm saying, like my sisters, and you'll see women start to manufacture these own little petty arguments and beefs and stuff amongst themselves, but it was influenced by these shows. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't like this until these shows came around. You know what I'm saying? Like, we as a society break ourselves down every single time by trying to take a shortcut. A lot of people doing it when it comes to trying to get wealthy, trying to get this money. And you go out here and you go sell somebody something real cheap, and you raise the price on it and all that type of stuff. And I don't know where I was going with that one. I have no idea where I was going with that one. What was I even talking about? Manufactured BS that ends up leading us to have Wow, this whole thing was about us taking shortcuts and not being disciplined in our actions and everything like that, right? Wow, that's all it was about. But we even seeing that here now I live in a brand new built house, right? But even when you live in a brand new built house that was built after COVID, you starting to see like certain things, like in this house, we paying so much money, and you'll see like little things here and there where it's like, oh, people that built this fast, they built it cheap. It looked nice, it looked amazing, but when you step inside, like you paying like $3,000 for all this and still have these inconsistencies here and there because people wanted to take shortcuts or whatever the case may be. And I'm just like, man, like, we look like it, but we not really like that, bro. We look like we got wealth, but we not really wealthy. We look like we got the knowledge, but we really don't got the knowledge. We look like we doing so great over here to other people or to us, and everybody else look like they don't really got it. But then you hop on Red Note and you see like, yo, China really got it. People in China really got it. They got the healthcare and all that type of stuff too. They got the cars. They got smart cars, bro. Our smart cars be crashing. They go to sleep and be driving in the back seat in they cars. I wouldn't trust a Tesla to save my damn life. I don't know, bro. It's a lot to go into it, bro. And I'm just looking and I'm just like, okay, now it's time to really go get a passport. Now it's time to really go like see the world, and like, this ain't all of what the world is. I thought we was in the place. I don't know why I thought we was in a place. I knew it was horrible over here, but for some reason I still thought we was in the place. I still thought I don't need to see nobody. I don't need to see anywhere else because we're in the place. So if I go see anywhere else, it'll end up just being worse than the place, and I will miss the place, and I will want to come back to the place. But now being in the place and seeing what other places look like and how they see us, how they see themselves, their place as the place, and us as what we thought they were. Oh man, that's something to think about, dog. This had nothing to do with the AmonL'a stuff. It's just observation, bro. I just wanted to get on this, like, man, like, and this Red Note thing is crazy, bro. That's all I really wanted to say, bro. Red Note crazy, bro. Peace.